What's up, guys? Behind me, you're gonna see a pretty large pad. That's because we're gonna be building an 80 by 120 shop. It's been a long time since we've put up a building this big, and it's the first time that we've put up a building this big with just Greg and I. Last time we did an 80 wide building, we had 3 to 4 guys helping. So it's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm pretty excited. We've already got started on this. We've got holes. Actually, we've got some of the holes dug. It took a little bit longer than we thought to get everything laid out perfectly and to get these holes dug, just because A, there's a lot of them, but B, there's a lot of gravel. So we were trying to be careful. We didn't want them to cave in too much. And I'll show you, we're doing a bell auger on these sidewall holes that are going to be supporting those massive trusses. Yes, you guys did hear me right. We're going to be clear spanning 80 foot with a wood truss. So definitely stick around and I'll take you through that process, how we hang those large trusses, what we need to do different maybe than a normal building, or just in general, how those trusses do differ from a standard truss that you guys might have seen us install many times in the past. So today, it's a gorgeous day. There's barely any breeze. The sun's shining. You can hear the birds chirping, and we're gonna try to get the rest of these holes dug. But first, we're gonna run out all of these holes with our tubes. So you'll see the tubes behind us, and we're gonna get those set, and then we'll go ahead, call a concrete truck in, get as much concrete as we can on one truck, and we'll use that to determine how much we need to finish this job. I'm assuming we'll be able to get it in 2 trucks, but time will tell, because we do have a bell auger bottom. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned. I'll show you the bell auger. Okay. 1.5 inches. Quarter, 3/16, 8, 16, 0, 16. Good set, good set. Nice. Well done. Nice gravel backfill so it doesn't go anywhere. So when we're setting our brackets here, these are Midwest perma columns. We want our corners to match our sidewalls, and that's mainly because we want the strength axis of the bracket. And what we're going to do is line them up on our sidewall string, like so. But then we're going to take our end wall string and put it inside, because what we want to do is line up the edge of the bracket and plumb it up to that string line. So we're gonna need to plumb this up on two different axes here. Cool. 8, 10.5, because you're burning a foot. So for those that don't know, burning a foot means Greg's actually holding the tape measure at a foot because it's easier than holding it at the very end and trying to keep it on our string line. So we're burning a foot. 16, 10.5. 24, 10.5. So we've got a mark there that we just marked out, and we're looking to line them up, eyeball them to the center of these brackets. And I've had a lot of comments from people saying, you guys are only plumbing them up this way. So what I'm gonna do is plumb them up off the string line, eyeball the center to that black mark, and this is plumb, and that's about it. I could take this level, plumb this out perfect, but then what that's gonna do is make this side imperfect because they have an opening. They kind of open up so that the post can sit in there and then get bolted together. So we can't really plumb that up. We're just eyeballing it center and then plumbing in and out. Yeah, beautiful. I can't believe we literally had exact concrete. So 29 holes, 9 yards.
Probably would have had half a hole left if you didn't have no spillover.
No spillover?
Yeah.
So our technique that we like to do is once we've dug the hole a couple times, we're gonna throw all that loose dirt back in the hole, let the auger do the work. It's a lot easier than trying to shovel all that mess away. Makes the holes dirty, the area around the hole dirty. All right, now I realize I'm in the machine here, but we've gone through and we dug our holes, and now we've got the Just Tools. This is a bell auger, and you'll see what it does when I put it to the ground and apply pressure. It's gonna open up to the shape of a bell. And all we're doing is we're making our 18-inch hole have a 24 to 30-inch footing down at the bottom. So I'll show you the hole when we're done. Is this one I've already done, Greg?
Yeah, I think it's already done.
Oh.
Yeah, you're done that one.
All right. And the reason we really wanted to do these is one, because the building's so big, so we want a bigger footing, but also this sandy soil, it's gonna give us a really nice footing. The key to this is not to over dig, so you don't want to do too many rotations. You can see we've already filled this thing up. So also you can see right here, I got a gauge that I can see. It's got that black line. So it's got all the different inches. So I can see exactly how big of a footing pad I'm creating down in there. So I'm gonna push till I feel tension or pressure. And then I'm just gonna spin it around 3 times or so. Pull it back up. You can hear it sounds like I got some rocks down there. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see this very easily, but if we zoom in here, now you can kind of see what it's doing. It's belling out the bottom, so you can see how it goes way back in there. And because this is a sandy soil, this is gonna give a really nice footing for our holes. Now here's what a hole's gonna look like normally, just straight down. And that's fine for most things, but with this bigger building, this is a really good one here. You can see what it's done. Created a big bell bottom. And that's Jess Tools. I think they're in Missouri. Great people, family-owned business. That's where I got it. I don't know if anybody else makes a bell auger like this, but this goes anywhere. Like I said, it's got anywhere from 18 to 36 inch diameter. All right, we just got this concrete truck out of here and wrapped up the last of our brackets. So honestly, and I've said this probably before, maybe you've heard it, maybe you haven't, but this part of the project is always the most stressful. You would think, you know, the setting of 80-foot wide trusses with just 2 guys is gonna be stressful. No, that's actually not. Getting the holes dug, getting the concrete poured, and getting those brackets exactly where we want them, laid out perfectly, or at least as close to perfect as possible, square, and all those things, that's what stresses me out, because this part right here is what sets us up for success down the road with a nice square building. We've got material showing up in a couple days, and we're gonna start building this. So hopefully you guys come along for the ride. Once again, this is an 80 by 120 shop, and we're gonna be attaching to this building in the background with a little breezeway, so stay tuned.